This is VOA News. In Washington, I'm Jeff Custer. Washington is closely watching Niger's coup leaders after they chose not to meet a Sunday deadline to return the democratically elected president there to power. VOA's Anita Powell reports from Washington.
In Niger's capital, Niamey, supporters of Niger's military coup were defiant, despite warnings from regional leaders and the West, as junta leaders continue to hold the president captive more than a week after they seized power. Sunday's deadline to return President Mohamed Bazoum to power came and went. From captivity, he managed to dictate an editorial to the Washington Post, in which he said the coup, led by the head of his presidential guard, has no justification whatsoever. The Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, threatened to use force if Bazoum was not released. The body will now hold an emergency summit Thursday. Niger is a key U.S. security partner in the unstable Sahel region. On Monday, Pentagon officials said there was no change to the force posture of the hundreds of U.S. troops there. Anita Powell, VOA News, Washington.
At least 8 people were killed and scores injured after Russian missiles hit the eastern city of Pokrovsk twice on Monday night. Reuters correspondent Alman Lee reports.
Witnesses said 2 missiles hit the city center within 40 minutes of each other. Pictures released by Ukrainian officials showed apartment buildings badly damaged, as well as a popular hotel in the city center, one of the few still operating in the eastern Donetsk region. Firefighters sorted through the rubble and debris overnight, but had to stop over fear of what officials called a high threat of repeated shelling. Witnesses told a Reuters cameraman that responders to the first strike was killed and injured in the second strike. Ukrainian authorities said at least 60 people were injured in the attacks.
That's Reuters correspondent Alman Lee reporting. For additional stories 24 hours a day, visit our website, voanews.com. This is VOA News. For the first time in 14 years, presidents of the South American nations home to the Amazon rainforest are converging in Brazil Tuesday to chart a common course for protection of the region. AP correspondent Charles de Ledesma reports.
It's been 14 years since the 8 countries of the Amazon region convened in a summit of the Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization. Leaders will discuss serious issues they have in common, including deforestation and illegal gold mining. Outside the formal conference, 20,000 indigenous and non-indigenous people have scheduled some 400 events as attendance builds. Veterans of work in the Amazon say they've never seen such an assembly on behalf of saving the forests and addressing organized crime. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
China has once again asked the Philippines to tow away a grounded warship, a World War II-era vessel now being used as a military outpost, from a disputed shoal after Manila rejected Beijing's earlier demands. Reuters correspondent Flora Bradley Watson reports.
A dispute between China and the Philippines over a sunken warship has heated up. Footage released on Tuesday by the Chinese Coast Guard shows its ship spraying a Philippine vessel with a water cannon in what Beijing described as a warning to Manila. The Philippine vessel had been carrying supplies to a grounded warship in a disputed area of the South China Sea. It was purposely grounded in 1999 to reinforce Manila's sovereignty claims in the Spratly archipelago. Beijing wants the ship to be towed away, but Manila remains defiant. In response, China's foreign ministry released a statement reiterating its request for the warship to be removed, adding that its, quote, goodwill and sincerity on the issue have been ignored. Saturday's incident is just the latest in a long list of complaints Manila has lodged against China.
That's Reuters correspondent Flora Bradley Watson reporting. U.S. President Joe Biden will use a visit to Arizona Tuesday to formally announce a national monument designation for the greater Grand Canyon area. The National Climate Advisor Ali Zaidi confirmed Biden is visiting the area Tuesday and is expected to announce plans to preserve more than 1,500 square miles of area. U.S. lottery players will have another shot at winning a massive jackpot. VOA's Tommy McNeil reports.
The jackpot now ranks as the 3rd largest lottery prize in U.S. history. Mega Millions jackpot winners are so rare thanks to incredibly long odds of 1 in 302.6 million. The last time someone won the game's top prize was April 18th. The $1.55 billion payout for a winner who opts for an annuity doled out over 30 years. Winners usually prefer a lump sum option, which for Tuesday would be about $757.2 million. Tommy McNeil, VOA News, Washington.
In Washington, I'm Jeff Custer. This is VOA News.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.